Welcome to the Game of the Week edition of the High School Huddle on the Dodge Sports Desk at Opubco Studios. My name is Brandon Chatmon. I'm joined by Ryan Aber. He's the lead prep writer for the Oklahoman. This week we'll be taking an in-depth look at the Norman North at Tulsa Union game on Friday night at Union Tuttle Stadium. Norman North has a talented offense. They have Bo Blankenship, Tyler Tettleton. How do you think they'll fare against the Tulsa Union defense?
I think it'll be really tough just because of the line situation. I really think that Union's line has the advantage here going head-to-head against Norman North's offensive line. If Norman North's offensive line can give Tettleton any time at all, he can usually make things happen. He really has seemed to find a connection in the second half of the season with Nico Simons. And the key is, though, getting him time to get the ball to Simons.
Okay. Well, when you look at Tulsa Union's offense going against Norman North defense, who do you think has the advantage there?
I think sort of the same thing. I've got to go with the defense just because Norman North has so many stars on defense. You've got Bo Traber, Nick Canavan, just guy after guy, Nathan Badger. They've got probably the most talented overall defense in the state. Now, Union's offense, I think, has more of a capability to try to do some things against Norman North's defense. On most teams, Jeremy Smith can make plays happen at any time, although he hasn't been quite as impressive as probably I thought he might have been before the season. But they did hang 70 points up last week, and that pretty well speaks for itself once you get to the playoffs.
All right, well, Norman North has possibly the best kicker in the state, Bryce Easley. So how do you think the special teams matchup will fare?
I don't think there's a possibly about it. I think he is the best kicker in the state. I have to give the edge to Norman North there. Union last year had the best kicker in the state, and Tress Way is kicking down in Norman now. They're not quite as strong in the kicking game as they've been in the past. They're pretty solid. They're not going to let a punt get blocked or things like that. But I think if a close game late in the game, Bryce Easley is the one you want kicking the ball. And I think he gives them a little bit of an edge there.
All right, this game definitely should be a battle. Who do you feel like is going to win the football game?
Well, I really feel like Tulsa Union is going to come away with the win. I had them ranked first to start the season. They did lose to Broken Arrow, very first game of the season, but it's hard to hold them accountable for that much. The way that they played the last 9 weeks and 10 weeks stretching into the playoffs last week, I really think that they're on a roll right now, and I think that they're gonna make a run to another state championship.
All right, Ryan. Well, we appreciate your expertise. Thanks for watching this special edition of the High School Huddle. We'll be back next week on the Dodge Sports Desk as we preview next week's Game of the Week.
Let's see it.